You're listening to The Grind with Chromatics playing the best in TNT music.
So, let me fix my mic properly. Ladies and gentlemen, today, right, Choppi, will you pull up that tune for me? Yo. What we gonna do, my brethren?
What we gonna do? You tell me.
You tell me, Matix, when you gonna have me on the grinder, come and sail away. So I will you sing for the girl there.
Say less.
Don't know, my shit.
For you.
For the girl, not for me. For the girl, them. Alright.
Big galley festin' over here.
Hey, miss the whole night your waist moving. I see you know what you're doing. Whole night your body talking. The thing speaking, man. You have me like.
Oh Lord,
I feeling like I just win the lotto. You have me like.
Road boy, what we tell them?
We say
sail away.
Wash my hands on your waist and I trying to navigate.
Sail away.
Anchor down.
Everybody say sail away.
To the ends of the globe and right or wrong again.
Ah.
Oh Lord,
what we gonna do now?
I don't care what you I say throw me overboard. I don't need a lifeguard. I say rock me like a tidal wave. You are the captain. Throw me overboard. I don't need a lifeguard.
Oh, no.
I say rock me back and forth like a tidal wave. Watch me, me say one stroke, two stroke, three stroke. You feeling sweet like the calypso.
4 stroke, 5 stroke.
You feeling sweet like the calypso.
29 stroke, 40 stroke.
Man.
Yes,
My
ladies
brother.
and gentlemen, we have a special
My
guest
brother,
here.
boy.
And if you don't know who it is, there's no way you can't know who it is. What nonsense I'm talking. Ladies and gentlemen, hey Choppi, my brethren. Who've been out there
For a long time.
For a long time. Who've been out there grinding, literally grinding.
You know what? You know the grind.
Yes, sir. We are on the grind. So, this song currently has like 1 point something million, approaching 2 million views. We're gonna talk about it because it's weird, right? I remember we met Juve morning. I know my head was nice. I know your head was nice too. I know if you remember it. You know what I mean? And it was kind of like 2020, right? Carnival 2020. It was sort of a breakout year for both of us with 2 different songs, you know, that kind of took on a life of their own. I mean, you as Choppi, the rebranding, putting out a song as like this, and then seeing it really start to find its own niche within the carnival now, you know what I mean? People just fell in love with it. It's when, you know, when sun coming up and water sprinkling and you're, it was one of those tunes, you know what I mean? Sure. And then it just grew and then COVID hit. Of course, I can relate. I'm sure you had bookings of the Wazoo.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
But I just wanna kind of get into this song and then your transition now as Hey Choppi.
Right.
Why the rebrand? Going into and doing this sort. I mean, I know you always experimented with soca and did different sort of vibes, but you know, going down this sort of lane, and then we're gonna get into the rest later.
Right, for
you
sure.
Know what I mean?
So you wanna find out exactly which one exactly? Cause you touch a few things there. Well,
the rebrand.
Which one you want me to touch on first exactly?
The rebrand, because I think the rebrand kind of lined up, if I'm not mistaken, with this song or lead it up into this, you know, sort of.
Boy, to be honest with you, that rebrand process it's like you're rebranding, but you don't even know you're rebranding. You know what I mean? It's like, to me, real life was happening. You know what I mean? And life slowly reflected in art, and you know what I mean? You're just working hard, you're just every day recording, because that's what you're doing to keep seeing. So you're just experimenting, you're trying different stuff, you know, and working with different writers, and working with Crystal, who was, you know, the main writer on this song.
That's Crystal wrote
Crystal
it?
Ties, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, working with her and just being able to, you know, when I down and out and I can't create, and she bring this to me, and that you know, that lift my spirits, and it take me to a place where it's just magical. You know what I mean? And I don't know, just a weird space, boy.
So you'd say it wasn't really a conscious rebrand, it was just natural progression.
It wasn't really like that, and because we did it like a year before it came out.
Right.
You know, and then after,
with the song. Okay, good.
A year before, you know what I mean, and we just felt like it was right to put it out. You know, the whole team, everybody who I was surrounded by, we were like, dog, we feel like this is a vibe for now, boy. Like we do it
for sure,
and we did it. I was rehearsing for shows before I even had a booking. You know what I mean? Like I was just in a state of mind where I was feeling so hopeful and so positive, and you know what I mean? It's like, I feel like everything was just rolling. You know what I mean?
And it COVID
just, it manifests and it came to pass.
Right.
You know?
True.
But I'm not even mad at COVID, bro.
Really?
You know, to be honest, like, it's one of the best things to ever happen to me too. And I mean, like,
Why would you say that?
In terms of, I mean, I'm not talking about the negative sides of it, bro. It's a positive and negative and everything.
For sure.
But like, for me, it gave me a chance to grow as a person. It gave me a chance to really make my music reflect who I am as a person. Through COVID, I got to found, you know, I just got closer to who I am.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I feel like I meet myself now. You know what I mean? And I got into to really put that reel in the music, so it's out, and that's how people will connect to you. You know what I mean? Versus just having a nice song.
Right.
Let me do a song that, you know, nice, but also reflects who I am. And you get to know me. You know?
So aside from that, you got an album out right now. So after this, of course, you released a couple other songs that were more soca vein too, right? You know, I don't think you had really pulled any sort of stuff that was like the album. And if you're now tuning in, if you're listening, we got Choppi in the building, and he has an album out. It's called Love Trip, right? And we got 3 songs to play off of it. I believe you have 4 singles off of it out already.
Yeah.
Right? I just want to say that you need to turn the first song into a full song and put Chromatics on it. That's all I'm going to say. The rest of the album is fire, right? But Love Trip, the actual song, the intro to the album, is real vibes. Real vibes. But I guess it's like a prelude to what is to come on the album. So, Choppi, Choppi is our guest. We're going to get into this one. This one is called We Dance. He's in the building. Let's get into Trav.
Hey, Choppi.
So yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is track called We Dance from Choppi off of the album Love Trip. But don't forget, we are powered by Rude Boy. Taste it, feel it, live it, guaranteed to thrill, excite, and invigorate. Rude Boy Original is a great tasting vodka-based drink containing herbs and botanicals, including the legendary horny goat weed. I just had to throw that in there, Choppi, because that's who we are powered by. Our guest here today, Choppi.
Bye, brother.
We're good. What's good?
Boy, I'm real blessed and I'm happy to be here.
Right, so let's talk about Brooklyn Diesel. He produced this track, and he produced a number of tracks on the album, right? How did that link come about? You know, where did you really see or first hear his music, etc., etc.?
I mean, Brooklyn. I mean, if you ask Brooklyn, that's my son. You know what I mean? Brooklyn is my son.
Right.
And I mean, we just, I don't know, boy. I can't even tell you when we link, but all I know, that is it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it is, I mean, I've been in the business for a while and work with, you know, you'll work with plenty of producers, but you'll have very few that you would home in with and work with them over a period of time and build a sound with and thing.
For sure.
Right? He is one of those, and that's very rare. Yeah. Brooklyn is a genius, youngest and the baddest.
Yeah. I always say that, like, when it comes to our business, our creative side of things, when we find a good working relationship with somebody, we kind of tend to stick with our person and rock with our person. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's the kind of relationship you all have now. And of course, he did amazing work on Class's album, First Class. Class is supposed to be a guest coming up soon. You know what I mean? Shout out to Class. You know what I mean? Choppi, I wouldn't feel it's a ranking thing, you know?
Yeah, you feel it's a ranking thing, you know?
I ain't gonna ask you, but when you come in, I'm gonna ask you what that whole tagline is about.
Yeah, you gotta ask you that.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask
you that.
I'm gonna ask him. So, let's get into it. If I'm not mistaken, was this the first single off of the album? No, the first single was Good, which we're gonna get into later. We're gonna close off with that, right? But so tell us about the album. The album is called Love Trip. Were you inspired, sir, by something new in your life? Why is the title of the album, etc., etc.?
Yeah, of course.
And the sound of the album as well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, well, clearly, you know, Choppi is always for the girl on them, for sure. 100%. You know, and yeah, it was inspired by love, you know, somebody special. And
serious?
You know?
You don't say.
You don't say. You know what I mean? So, it's just, but it's a, okay, when I say trip, it's a journey. You're gonna have loops, turns, up, downs. It's like, and you know, in reference to, for example, like if you're going on a hallucination trip, right? It takes you, you know, deep within yourself and find right. So it's like that, but with love. You know what I mean? To love you, I gotta love myself. You know what I mean? I can't love you and want you to be who I want you to be. I had to love you and understand that's who you is and make the decision that, hey, I could work with that. You know what I mean? It's just bigger than that. It's like...
Bro, if I tell you, I know exactly what I mean, but keep going. It's something real good right now.
You know what I mean? So I feel like this whole project is taking, you know, the fans through that journey of me finding myself, me learning to love myself, you know, and
in order to love somebody.
Yeah, in order to love somebody else and understanding what love really is, because it's not always, you know, glitter and glam and smiles. You know what I mean? But if you learn to respect and understand as much as you want to be understood, and you know, you come to a level, is a respect and is a, you know what I mean? Because if you look at yourself, it's like, you really playing up with me, boy. You know what I mean? So is a process, is a trip. Right. You know, so that what this whole thing is about, boy. Like the good, the bad. But even when you touch on the negative, you still touch on it on a good light now. Because
more like a learning process.
Yeah, because in everything good, they always have a little for bad, and everything bad, it always have a little for good. You know, so.
So I guess you would consider yourself a cup half, glass half full kind of guy. You know, glass half full. I mean, you look at everything, even the negative.
Yeah, you have to. You have to.
Especially as you said with that, with COVID, and you looked at COVID as a good thing. You know
yeah, because it's like this, right? Sometimes God doesn't want to talk to you, but you're too busy, boy.
And he will sit your ass down.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And I like to give this reference. It's like a traffic light. When we see the traffic light turning yellow, we want to mash down hard on the gas because we want to catch it. But the man trying to say, oh God, let me slow you down now. One of the reasons I'm here, I want to talk to you. But we want to rush it. And when we get the red lights, I might be cussing and tripping. But we ain't seeing that. That's when we get to see the billboards. That's the message that you're trying to talk to me. You're trying to slow you down. And when we get the green light, you better be ready to go and over on your phone. Because when you get the ghost, you have to be ready.
You'll get horn from the back.
Yeah.
Pause!
You know what I mean? So it's like that, boy. You just have to trust your process, no matter how it's looking. Because that's what faith is about. You have to trust it when it's looking grim, not when it's looking nice.
No doubt. Hey, Choppi is our guest.
Come on.
Today in the building. We have a song. This song is one of my favorite songs on the album. When you put it out, I was like, yo, this is real vibes. So you're gonna have to sing it. Ladies and gentlemen, the album is Love Trip. Hey, Choppi is our guest, and this track here is called Dizzy Me.
One of my favorites.
One of your favorites. Well, give me a little backstory on this track.
Dizzy Me is acceptance. You know? You like your own way. School, I know you like your own way. I know, at least I know. So I say, alright, cool, it worth it, boy. Alright, cool, because I like my own way too. Dizzy you. I dizzy, you know what I mean? You dizzy me, I dizzy you. It's the same way, it's vice versa. I am a reflection of yourself, so it's cool now, boy. So it's like that. So that's what this means about acceptance. You know?
Right.
So yeah.
I guess you could probably sing it better for them than try and explain it. I just say it, you know what I'm saying?
You.
Trav, let's get into this one. This one is called Dizzy. Let's go. This is the grind.
Just like that. You're Brooklyn on them. Just like that.
Hey, Choppi.
I didn't see you coming. What is this kind of love? Frequencies buzzing. Now I hook on your love. Maybe you're from another planet, or maybe I was designed for you. If she jump, then I jump. Wherever she go, I go in. Ain't no mountain too high, ain't no river I cross it. If she say left, then it's left. There ain't no second guessing. When she wrong, she still right. She just want my attention. Anywhere I go, I find myself back to you, yeah. Love it when you in charge, darling, you lead the way, yeah. Break makeup just to make up. You know that type of shit, yeah. All your kisses ransom till you have it your way, yeah. I never had it like you, boo.
God damn. Hey.
Wet to the splash it too good. Bad man in them feels is too soon. Get this kind of love in a blue moon.
Hey, look, what we tell them?
So if you step into the left, and I step into the left. If you take 2 steps to the right, baby, I already there. Come and hold me little closer. Like you don't want me go nowhere. Spin around, till we fall over.
Hey,
you dizzy.
Hey, the partner!
I can see you coming, but it's this kind of love, yeah. Frequencies buzzing. Now I hook on your love, yeah. Maybe you're from another planet.
Hey.
Or maybe I was designed.
Sing it for them, Matics. Let me hear.
Hey, man!
She jumped, then I jump.
Hey.
Wherever she go, I go with. And no mountain too high. Any river I go.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, track is called Dizzy Me Off of the album is called Love Trip. Hey, Choppi is our guest in the building.
Yup.
And if you didn't know, you're
816. It's all about the grind.
yeah, playing the best in TNT music. We only have big artists on this. Even if you're now getting to know them as big artists. You know what I mean? Facts. Right, so funny, let's just tell the audience way you say it off. Like Dizzy Me is also, you could have say
It's like when you say, "Way boy, she real strip it off a he boy, a he real strip it off a she boy."
Right.
You know, it's like that.
Flipping it on.
Yes,
you know what I mean? So I want to get into the album. You have. Okay, yes, let's get into that. I was saying we could save that for later. Whatever. You have 3 features on the album.
Yeah.
You have Jalano, which is like the second track on the album, I believe, right? Mm-hmm. Rascality, and then of course Marshall Montano. Explain to me why those 3 choices and not Chromatics. But anyway. Nah, I'm just playing with you, bro. I'm just playing. You know I play.
Rasky, because me and Rasky have a real good, brethren relationship and music relationship. You know what I mean? That like my dog. Mm-hmm. So we kind of, whenever we link up, I don't know, boy. That's just be it.
A natural
a natural vibe, and I feel like he on that same page. He got married the other day. He in that same love vibes too. So we was on some grown man things,
Right. right.
So it was a good vibe, Jalano. But I always want to link with Jalano, boy. I still rock back and I say, boy, this man just too bad.
Mm-hmm. Very versatile.
Yeah,
very versatile.
He's just too bad, And I reach out and I was like, bro, big fan, things like, way boy, same boy, anything. I said, like, we link, and that was it.
Right, word.
You know what I mean? We just link up a day.
And I see you had a session with Rascality too. All of y'all was in the same session, kind of way. I don't know if it was the same session.
Boy, that happened many times. So I'm not too sure which, you know what I mean?
Right.
But eventually, boy, the real ones just link up, and it's just real good vibes. In terms of Marshall,
But don't even get to that, right? Don't even get to that. Because I want to ask you about Monk Music Group. And what does that entail? Because I don't know, are you a Monk Music Group artist, etc., etc.? Is it a deal? What is it really? And kind of talk about your relationship with the boy. You know what I mean? I know as we saw with Captain, you were there in 2020 performing with him on stage and whatnot, and you could just discuss how that sort of relationship, and then of course the feature, and would explain the feature, I guess.
Right. Okay. Well, same thing as I say. I was the same year we decided to release Captain, right? It wasn't called Captain, right? It was called Titanic.
Okay.
Right? And I was getting ready to shoot a music video for it, and got the call, to wants to be an engineer, to roll him on the road to be an engineer for the season to record the songs and things.
Right.
So we had to fly out and things. So I was like, wait, it cut in the exact same day. I was going to plan to do the music video. But I was like, you know what? Opportunity. I ain't in charge. You in charge. You send the boat. I jump in on the boat, let you roll.
Right.
You understand?
No doubt.
Press. And while we was there, he just interested, like, what going on? We just link. It's just holding our vibe. We there for a while. And play music that bad. That bad. Play it again. That bad. Play it. This needs to go. This. You know what I mean? And it's like, all right, cool. Try it. work back and forth on it. And he's like, that's it. Boom.
We're talking about
Put it
Captain.
out, Captain, yeah. You know what I mean? And that was it. You know, and from there it's been more than just a working vibe too. It's just the man just real too. You know what I mean? Plenty misunderstandings, you know what I mean, with people in general.
No doubt.
You know? And it's just good and refreshing to get to, I like to say, always get to know people from, you know, your own point of view and your own experience. You know what I mean?
But so then, how did you know the Monk music group part of it come into play?
But I was saying that didn't come into play.
Right.
That didn't come into play. You know what I mean? We were just linking, doing business, doing other work, and just whatever. And eventually, you know, I mean, I still hustle doing my thing at the side, and even though I still doing this.
No doubt.
You know, I still doing my thing, working on my music, working on my projects. I had an EP I was working on before this. You know what I mean? That never came out.
Right.
So I was always working. And I guess eventually, after working for a period of time, you know, the opportunity come up where it's like, okay, cool, you know, this is Monk, you know, it's a label, they have distribution, it's have, you know. So I'm just doing distribution. You know what I mean? I'm just link up and me doing business, and that's it. Like, it's not no maths. You know what I mean? Sometimes people just think like it's like, yo, you gotta put like in a lab, like, you know, it's not no maths. You know, it's not no maths.
Well, I mean, I get from you for this whole conversation, I get that you know, you cannot just really roll with, you know, energy. When energies are correct and aligned, you know, that's something that you pay attention to.
Bro, if you, and you would know, bro, if you're walking your shoes, if somebody walking your shoes, walking my shoes, bro, eventually you must know what's the right thing to do. Because we make the wrong decisions so much times.
Yeah, we out there.
Yeah, so I'm saying.
We grinding real long.
If you out there, dog, and you cannot figure it out as yet, then you know what I mean? Yeah, the thing. So you had to be able to trust your vibes or learn certain things, understand certain things, don't be a dummy. You understand? So it's just trusting your vibe. If you can't trust your vibe, you can't trust nobody else's vibe, bro. That's yours. You're there to protect you. So you had to trust it.
So therefore, so going into the collab now, right? Good. You dig? So what was that like, you know, working? And it's like, you wrote, it's like, let me bring you the joint, boom, this is for the album, etc., etc. How it went down?
Just vibes and as usual. Because, I mean, I'm his engineer, so we're recording. But we's brethren, so we live in.
Right.
You know, so I'm playing music.
Yeah.
You know, so just running some songs. And he's like, yo, that one real hard. Thing, play back. Yo, boom, boom, boom. He's like, yo, you like it? Yeah, bro, I'll jump on. All right, cool, let's go. This is done.
All right, and that was it. It was a wrap after that.
Yeah, still same process, no science.
You know all right, so getting back to the album, of course, those of you are now tuning in here, Choppi is our guest in the building. The album he has out right now is called Love Trip. So explain to me now, like, why did you want to put together a body of work and put it out like now? And of course, especially this sound, you know?
Yeah, because I wanted people to get to know me. Who, like, you know? Like, I feel like the Sean, or I'll say Sean because as an individual, because I was known as Choppi all the time, right? Because I was Sean Nebula before, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like, you know, that version of who people knew and who I am now is two different people. A lot of growth take place, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just different sounds, different mentalities, different everything, and I wanted people to get to know me and understand me. I wanted if I have fans that you are my fan because you understand who I am, not because I know to listen to the radio and be like, alright, that's what going now. Yeah, I could do that. Oh, that's what hot now. Oh, I could do that, bro. You know, I wanted to have real fans, and to do that, I needed to really connect with myself, who I am.
And part of that body of work.
And part of body of work.
Studying. All right, this,
and
as you say, what playing on radio.
Yeah, exactly. And I studying radio, and I study anything.
Yeah,
I just want to put it on the table. You know what I mean? I ain't lying. This is me. Take me. So if you here and I know you mess with me, it could be I could get 5 people. At least I know them 5 is mine.
Right.
And have 20 unsure, bro. I know them 5 is mine. So I want to be meaner all the time and don't have to try to be nothing else, because I'll be selling something that I had to be putting up with, and I had to be. It's like telling a lie. Somebody that's lie every. You had to keep
You're
up with
selling a dream.
lies.
You're selling a dream.
Yeah, can't do that.
The real dream selling out.
Real is real.
I don't know. Real dream selling out.
I know, of course. Of course.
Ladies and gentlemen, hey Choppi, that's our guest in the studio. We're getting ready to wrap it up. Before we go, you know, you've talked about the journey, you've talked about, you know, everything that, you know, this album is. So I always like to say, you know, before you go, something to the youths and them, or to any aspiring artists or creative or just people in general, grinders, because this is a grind, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Believe in yourself more than anything, because that's the only thing that really matter. You know what I mean? Because when I start off and where I am now, people who was around me, they're not here. So I didn't have them to keep believing in me. I had to keep that belief in myself throughout the whole process now. And many times I could, you know, conform to my situations and just say, well, I done this. You know what I mean? But I didn't now. And look what happened. I'm still here, still doing my thing, and still inspiring people. So don't stop. Believe in yourself.
You don't know. Hey, Choppi, our guest. The album is called Love Trip. It's out now on all streaming platforms?
Yep, all.
You don't know. Make sure and get it. As I say, I was telling him, I've been vibing with the album whole weekend. I think it came out Friday.
Yep.
Right? Whole weekend. So make sure and get it on all streaming platforms.
All streaming platforms. Love Trip out now. Matic say it. The legend Matic say it. Yeah, son.
You don't know. All right, so before we go, we're gonna get into this one. Of course, it's called Good featuring Machel Montano. What do you hope to achieve aside from getting up? What or not just hope, but what are you seeing the album achieving right now? What's been your reaction and feedback? You know,
people seem to be loving it. You know, to be honest, I mean, it's kind of weird. When I put out music, bro, I don't look back at it. Like, I don't really go on YouTube and look at views. I don't look at, you know what I mean? Like, to me, I know Captain Reach a Million because somebody said Reach a Million.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have to search Captain to know it was a big tune. You know what I mean? I hear it.
Just that energy.
So I just want to get the feedback naturally. I don't try to press. You know, I just want to give that. I given you this. This is a gift. If all they love it, I go no. I go receive the love. You know what I mean? Yeah, that is it. Simple.
Don't know, ladies and gentlemen, he has a gift for you. It's called Love Trip, the album out now on all streaming platforms. Let's get into this one. We want to thank Hey Choppi. Don't forget, we are powered by Rude Boy. Taste it, feel it, live it. This one called Good.
Only for you may activate one time when you say come over.
Hey Choppi.
Hey Choppi, and of course Machel Montano. It is available on the album Love Trip, which is out now on all streaming platforms. Go and run up them views on the streams for me, please. Let rank #1 on Apple.
What's your favorite song?
What's that? Let them know what's
I want to know what's your favorite song.
Yeah, man.
Of the project.
You don't know. Hit up Choppi on the socials, you know. Ladies, take it easy on them, though. Right? I'm just saying, right? And of course, we are powered by.
So if it's rude, boy, you like baby cracker butter.
The Grind.